Music NFTs. This is the next big thing in crypto. Think about it. In 2021, picture NFTs became mainstream. If you invested in a picture NFT in 2021, you could have made ungodly amounts of money. Music NFTs have yet to go mainstream. Music NFTs are going to be huge for 3 reasons. Number 1, music is the most popular commodity in the world. People love music. Number 2, the music industry sucks. They leech off the artists. There are more middlemen in the music industry than coins on CoinMarketCap. And number 3, the world is only trending more digital. You would have thanked me in 2020 if I would have told you that picture NFTs were about to explode. You're going to thank me in the future because I'm telling you that music NFTs are going to explode. Up and coming artists are already making big money from music NFTs.
The artist Daniel Allen just made $34,000 in 1 minute by releasing an EP on the new platform called sound.xyz. 100 NFTs were created for the release and they sold for 0.1 Ether each. On OpenSea, this collection has already done 16 Ether in secondary sales. And this technology allows the artist to automatically get a cut of those secondary sales. So he's already made an additional $5,000 from these trades on the open market. And that makes his total revenue for this EP close to $40,000 so far. Let's look at a cool metric. The EP has about 50,000 streams on Spotify so far. If we look at the ratio of revenue per stream, he's making about 80 cents per stream, while Spotify only pays out about 1/3 of a cent per stream. So he's gotten 240 times more value releasing his EP as an NFT than he would just on Spotify. I believe this is one of the most financially successful releases in music history.
The music industry may have finally started taking NFTs more seriously. A number of artists have launched music NFT projects that have increased fan attention and generated millions of dollars in revenue. The NFT and crypto space is still in its infancy, especially in the music space, but perhaps the potential for more direct interaction between artists and fans, as well as new ways to monetize digital works without resorting to traditional music publishers, make this a promising technological development. So as a music fan or as a music investor, you have the opportunity to buy music NFTs from your favorite artists. That's already pretty cool if you like the artist. Now, if that artist increases their popularity over time, increases their fan base over time, theoretically, your NFTs should increase in value over time.
Now, this matters from the fan perspective because you can take a piece of ownership of this artist's trajectory. If you really believe in an artist and you really love an artist and you want to support them, then you're kind of putting some skin in the game and staking your own money that hopefully they will increase in value and your investment will increase in value as well. And as an artist, this matters because it gives us a way to incentivize our fans and our listeners to support us in a way that gives them some potential financial upside as well. So ultimately, this is kind of a win-win scenario for everybody with much lower overhead. There's much lower overhead, most specifically because there's no physical item. It's all digital. So our ability as artists to create a limited edition version of our song is relatively simple compared to pressing vinyl, getting enough orders to justify the bulk upfront order, and all the things that come along with physical merchandise. So it's an easier access point for artists, and it's an easier access point for fans and listeners. So everybody kind of wins.
The artists make more money, the fans share in the upside. This is artist Spotty Wi-Fi talking about his experience creating music NFTs for his fans.
I was able to sell an album as an NFT collection and generate $200,000 in revenue instantly. It sold out right away. That is the equivalent of, let's say 50 million plus streams on Spotify.
That's Spotty Wi-Fi, a rapper who's been dropping songs for the crypto community he's a part of. But the Web3 music platforms that are enabling him to do so have ambitions far beyond the crypto world. Instead of platforms sitting on top of record labels, on top of agencies, sitting on top of musicians, new Web3 startups like Sound, Royal, and Audius are offering musicians the ability to get back to the ways of old by letting artists drop songs directly to their fans.
The model that I came up with is when I sell you a music NFT, I'm giving you a copyright license to the full song or some elements of the song. You could even sub-license it to a third party. I still own the master recording and I still own my publishing. Maybe a brand approaches you and says, hey, we love that song that you have. You're the only one that has the rights to it, and we need it for our commercial. They pay you what's called a sync fee. So you get an upfront bag of money so that the brand can use my song. Now, when that ad airs, then I receive a performance royalty because I still own the masters and I still own my publishing.
Now, there are many different platforms if you want to buy music NFTs or get involved in music NFTs. There's Royal, there's SoundMint, OpenSea, Rarible, Nifty Gateway, Audius, PoApp, Afterparty, Sound XYZ is a platform I really like, but I certainly haven't tried them all. If you have experience with any of these, let me know where you buy your music NFTs. The fact is, if you're a musical artist, music NFTs are going to change the game forever. Music albums as an asset class. NFTs enable 6 major shifts in the music industry, which could lead to new investment opportunities for clients of financial advisors or for regular people, the fans. The 6 major shifts in the music industry are as follows. Number 1, unique ownership. The most significant advantage of NFTs in the music industry is the ability to grant unique ownership of digital content. With NFTs, artists can issue limited edition digital albums that have unique ownership that can be sold for a premium price. This enables fans to own exclusive digital content and gives artists an additional revenue stream. As a result, musicians can start to produce music that is more geared towards creating one-of-a-kind pieces that fans will want to own and collect. Number 2, royalty payments. The traditional music industry model has seen artists receive a small portion of revenue generated from music sales. However, with NFTs, the ownership of music is made clear on a blockchain network, allowing for transparent royalty payments.
Cutting out the middleman is an idea that appeals to big and small artists alike. As a musician himself, that's actually what led DJ and producer Blau to found Royal, a platform that lets musicians share in royalty streams with their most engaged fans. As he told us, it lets fans become collectors, and collectors become investors in the music they love.
And an example of this is what the Chainsmokers did with us, where they actually gave away ownership of their album. They gave 1% of their album to 5,000 fans. Now, that may not seem like a lot, but the idea that the fans really own the album, whether they get paid $2 or $10 on it, doesn't really matter. It's the idea that they actually own something real that's associated with the artist that they love. And historically, fans, listeners, believers, all alike, have only been able to consume music. They have never been able to share in the ownership of music.
Did that blow your mind? Because it's worth saying again.
You can either pay for a subscription on Spotify, you can pay 99 cents on Apple for a license, you can pay for merch, or you could pay for a ticket. Introduce any layer to that is ownership, and I think everything changes.
This means that artists can receive a larger portion of revenue generated from music sales, which in turn will result in a change in the way music albums are published. Artists can choose to release music albums through NFTs to ensure that they receive a fair share of the revenue generated from music sales. Tokenization of music. NFTs enable the tokenization of music, which means that music can be divided into smaller, more manageable parts. This enables artists to monetize specific parts of their music, such as the rights to use a specific beat, the lyrics of a song, or even a single guitar riff. This means that artists can sell their music in smaller parts, which can be more accessible to fans. Bringing us to fan interaction. NFTs provide artists with the ability to interact with fans in ways that were previously impossible. With NFTs, artists can release exclusive digital content to fans, such as backstage footage or recording of live performances. This allows fans to feel more connected to artists and creates a sense of exclusivity, which can result in increased fan engagement. Because of this, artists may start focusing on creating digital content that can be shared exclusively with fans. bringing us to digital collectibles. NFTs allow music albums to be released as digital collectibles. This creates a new way for fans to own music and creates a sense of exclusivity, which can increase fan engagement. The unique ownership of NFTs means that they can be sold as a rare, higher-priced item, which creates a new revenue stream for the artists. This will result in artists aiming to create unique digital content that can be sold as collectibles. Protection of intellectual property. NFTs enable artists to protect their intellectual property, which has been a challenge in the music industry. With NFTs, the ownership of music is made clear on a blockchain network, which makes it difficult for others to copy or plagiarize said music. This provides artists with greater protection of their intellectual property and enables them to control the distribution of their music, with artists being able to create music with greater freedom. Knowing that their intellectual property is protected, they may write music in a completely different way. Music NFTs and the revolution of Web3 in general is just getting started. We cover this market on a daily basis. Subscribe to the channel, stay updated on everything going on in crypto. See you tomorrow, my friends.
NFTs are more dangerous than Napster, than SoundCloud, than TikTok, because the record labels always had the fact that they were the funding mechanism of the artist. Now you get big on TikTok and SoundCloud and you sell NFTs to your audience, you can raise $5 million overnight and you can keep 80% instead of giving up 80%. Right. And then you know how good it feels when you pop off that the fucking people that believed in you the most are the ones that are getting money every time you Spotify? Because 90% of artists don't feel great about the company making the money, and now the people that are gonna make money besides the artists are the earliest fans who believed in the artist. So the fans are gonna become the record label, not the record label.